everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking time for yourselves to meet me on your mat. Today we're going to be doing a core flow, so everything will be ab-based, core-based, all the fiery fun stuff. You won't be needing any props today, so just your mat and yourself, and we are good to go. One tip I would like to mention, if you do have a heater or a small heater that you can plug in or something that generates heat, turn that on a little bit before class or maybe during, just to really get that fire up. I turned mine on a little bit before I started this today, so it is extra toasty in here, but it makes it just a little bit more challenging. We'll be starting in a seated position today, just to do a little bit of grounding before we start. So come into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you today, and then flutter the eyes closed when you are ready. Just starting to settle into your space. Keeping your spine nice and long, reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And feeling the earth beneath you as you rest here. Leaving whatever came before this and whatever is to come after outside of your space. This time is for yourself and yourself only. Bringing awareness to your breath. And a quick awareness to how you're feeling today. Taking a few deep breaths with me. Starting to inhale, belly rises, chest expands. Exhale, let it go. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale out. Last one. Set an intention for your practice today, even though it will be a shorter flow. We still like to set an intention, either for someone, something that's important to your life, a word as it gets challenging, maybe you can come back to. Taking that awareness, breathing it in. Exhale it out. Starting to flutter the eyes open. And let's get started. So coming onto all fours, a neutral tabletop position, just starting with some cat-cows here to awaken the spine. Stacking your joints over each other. Belly zips towards the spine. On your inhale, cow pose. Belly drops, heart reaches forward, gaze can come up. Exhale, cat, rounding, curling the spine, pressing the mat away. Gaze is between the thighs. Starting to flow a few more rounds of this at your own pace. Inviting any other movements that feel good in the body. Again, this is your practice, so whatever feels good to you. Allow your body to go there. Last 2 rounds. Back to a neutral tabletop position. Float your right toes to the back of the mat, followed by your left. Starting out strong today, coming into our first plank, so stacking your shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Slight tuck in the tailbone to avoid dipping into the lower back. If this is too challenging for you today, just drop down to your knees. You will have the same effect, I promise. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, downward facing dog, hips come up high. pressing the mat away, starting to pedal out the feet. Coming back to stillness when you are ready. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, shifting back to that plank position. So bringing the chest forward. Staying here for a beat. Breathe. On your exhale, downward facing dog. So doing this a few more times, starting to flow between your down dog and your plank. Breath in. Exhale, plank. Take an inhale in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet out, just starting to warm up the core here. On your next exhale, starting to walk your fingertips back towards your feet. And then bring the feet out a little bit wider than the shoulders. Grab for opposite elbows, just taking a deep stretch in the lower back. Maybe swaying side to side, allowing the head to hang heavy. Switching into opposite arms when you're ready, just to keep everything even within the body. When you're ready, bringing the fingertips back down to the mat, rolling up to standing bone by bone, with your gaze being the last thing to come up. On an inhale, sweeping the arms up high, shoulders draw down away from the ears. Palms are facing one another. Exhale, bringing your hands down to heart center. Just starting to flow a little bit to waken things up. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, bringing the arms out to the side, heart forward, swan diving all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, sliding the palms up the front of the shins. Belly is towards the spine, keeping a nice tight core. Gaze is down towards the mat, and then reaching the heart forward. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, folding forward. Walking your palms back out into your downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. And then doing that once more. On your exhale, walking the palms back to the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, sliding the palms up the shins. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping the arms up high, mountain pose, shoulders draw down. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, swan dive, heart forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, palms to the mat, and then coming back out to your downward facing dog. Breath in. On your exhale, shifting back into your high plank. And coming into what I like to call plank toe taps. So keeping that core nice and tight towards the spine. Take a breath in. On your exhale, reaching your right toes to the outside of the mat. Bring your toes back in, followed by your left. So kind of just switching between the toes here, keeping a nice tight core. 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Coming down to your knees, sitting back onto your heels or coming into a child's pose, knees out wide. Sinking your booty back down towards the feet. Whew, taking a nice break here. Focusing on your breath, taking deep inhales in and out. Whenever I really start to move, my nose starts to run, so don't mind me if you hear that a little bit. When you are ready, coming back into your downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts, coming into three-legged dog, keeping your hips squared down towards the mat. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Keeping the knee here. And then starting to draw the knee down towards the mat, hovering a few inches. Using the core muscles, bring the knee back up. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Coming back to down dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale, left leg lifts, keeping the hips squared down towards the mat. On your exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. And then doing the same on this side. So dropping the knee, hovering a few inches up off the mat. On an exhale, bring it back in. 3, 2, last one. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Pedal the feet out. On your next inhale, floating the toes to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Just adjust myself here. Reaching the arms up high, mountain pose. Bringing your hands down to heart center. And just closing your eyes here for a moment, recalibrating your breath. Noticing how you're feeling. Maybe bringing one hand on the heart, one on the belly. Really feel the heartbeat, feel the breath coming in and out. You are ready. Letting the eyes open. Bringing the arms back up, mountain pose. And then coming into one-legged mountain pose, so bringing the weight into the left toes. Right toes come up and off the mat, keeping your right foot flexed. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, shifting into warrior 3, so starting to kick the right heel back. Bringing your hands down to heart center. Really keeping the core tight towards the spine. Not allowing your hip to open up, keeping the hips squared down to the mat. And then flowing between both movements. On an inhale, coming back up to your one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, warrior 3. This is all core work, so really keeping that core tight. Inhale, back up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, last time. One-legged mountain. Exhale, warrior 3. And then staying here, taking a breath in, and then starting to float the right toes down to tap the mat, and then bringing the leg back up. We have 10 of these, so keep going at your own pace. Maybe taking a micro bend in the left knee. Again, this is all core work, a little bit of booty as well, and legs. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back into your one-legged mountain pose. And then bringing the toes to meet the mat. Pedal out the feet here. On an inhale, sweeping your arms up high, coming into the other side. Bringing the weight into your right toes. Left toes come up and off the mat, keeping your foot flexed. Taking a breath in. On an exhale, sweeping that foot towards the back of the mat, bringing your hands to heart center. Keeping your hips squared down, belly towards the spine, nice tight core. Taking a breath here. On your next inhale, coming into your one-legged mountain pose. Again, this is all core work, so keeping that core nice and tight. We have 5 of these. Coming at your own pace. Coming back up, inhale in. Not 5, I'm sorry, we have 3. So this is our last one. I can't count today. Last one, inhale up. Exhale back to your warrior 3. And then we have 10 of these toe taps. So again, keeping your hips square, belly tight. And then bringing your left toes to meet the mat. Bringing them back up high. So really just keeping that core nice and tight. If you need more balance, maybe sweeping the arms back, like flying the arms. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into your one-legged mountain. And then toes back down to the earth. Inhale, arms reach high. On your exhale, swan diving, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On your exhale, if you'd like to flow a vinyasa, you can do that. And just coming down to your downward facing dog. When you are ready, coming down to your mat to take a seat, swinging the legs forward, and planting your feet firmly onto the mat, reaching the arms out in front of you, maybe palms facing up or palms facing each other. Shoulders draw away from the ears, taking a breath in. On your exhale, starting to slowly roll back, bone by bone, tucking tailbone towards the spine. And then you finally make it down to the mat. Shake out the feet here. Maybe taking a long stretch if that feels good. And coming back to stillness. Bring your hands behind the base of your neck or the middle of the head, elbows out wide. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, lifting your heart, your chest, your shoulders up off the mat. And then bringing your right leg up high. Bringing your hands away from the base of your head to the shin, if that's possible. If not, coming to the thigh. Taking a breath in. On your exhale, switch the left leg. So these are what I like to call leg switches. So exhale as you switch. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down to the mat. Knees into the chest, rocking side to side. And then bringing the feet back down to the mat. Same thing with your hands, so coming behind the base of your neck. Taking a breath in, breath out. And then reaching your toes towards the ceiling, so legs are straight. When you are ready, lifting your chest up off the mat, shoulders come up off the mat as well. So really trying to lift as high as you can to really get into the lower abs. And then starting to lift the booty up off the mat on an exhale. So really getting into these low abs here. Reaching the toes towards the ceiling. And again, really trying to keep the elbows out wide. The closer we bring them into the ears, it's kind of cheating because it really assists you more, so really try to keep them out. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Knees to chest. Release the upper body down towards the mat. Rocking from side to side. Releasing the feet down long. So toes come towards the top of the mat. Bringing your, I'm trying to think here, bringing your hands behind the base of your head again. Lifting your left toes up off the mat. Maybe taking a diamond shape bend with the knee, or you can keep it straight, whatever feels good in your body. And taking your right palm to meet your left toes. So lifting your right shoulder up off the mat. Extend that long. On your exhale, bring it in. So really feeling that core contracting here as you bring it in. hitting the wall here, so I can't extend out as long, but extend out as long as feels comfortable in your body. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Bringing the legs down to the mat. Shake it out, or knees can come to your chest. Moving right into the other side. So bringing the right toes up off the mat, taking that diamond bend shape, or keeping the legs straight. Left palm on an exhale meets the right toes. On an inhale, extend out. You have 10 of these total. Close your eyes if that feels good. Come back to your intention if that feels good. We're almost done. You guys have this. You're doing so well. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. Whew. That is killer. Remember, I'm doing this with you, so I feel my core is on fire. Taking a nice gentle twist, coming back to stillness. Bringing your knees over to the left side, and then teeing your right arm out to the side. And if it feels comfortable, bringing your gaze over to the right palm. And just rest and breathe here. When you are ready, moving through center, and then coming into the other side. Knees fall over towards the right, left arm tees out. And then bringing your gaze over to the left shoulder blade if that feels comfortable. And breathe. And when you are ready, moving through whatever side feels comfortable, so the right or left. Coming back up into our downward facing dog. The last thing here, coming into a forearm plank. So if it helps to drop to the knees first, then coming onto the forearms, clasping the palms together. You can go right into your forearm your forearm plank if you want to, but this is how I like to do it. Coming down to your knees, grasping your palms together. Bringing the belly towards the spine, stepping the right toes out, and then the left. Really pressing the mat away. This also gets into your shoulders. Keeping the core tight. Taking a breath in here. On your exhale, starting to dip your hip towards the right side of the mat. On an inhale, bring it back up. On your exhale, sweep it over to the left side. So some plank oblique twists. And then go between or flow between the two sides. Whenever you dip the hip, coming in, doing it with an exhale. Your breath really fuels you here. We have 5 more on each side. 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo. Either pike it up or coming down to your knees. Sinking the hips back. Whew. You guys, we did it. Just breathe here. Coming to your neutral tabletop position, taking a little stretch here, threading the needle. On your inhale, right arm sweeps up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, threading the arm underneath the left. Your right palm is facing up. Left palm can stay here by the face, or it can sweep up towards the top of the mat. Just breathe here. Feeling the nice shoulder opening, and any type of twist really helps to stretch out our core. Ready, sweeping the palm towards the face, pressing up through the left palm. Inhale, your right arm comes high. On your exhale, coming back down to the mat. And then continuing on the left side. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle underneath the right arm. Either keeping the right palm towards the face or sweeping the palm towards the top of the mat. Just breathe. When you're ready to sweep the palm towards the face, pressing up through the palm. Inhale, left fingertips high, and coming back down to your tabletop position. Making your way onto your belly, however you would like to get there. And then once you are there, kind of how we were in our forearm plank, bringing the forearms out in front of you, really pressing down into the mat, pressing down through the palms, fingertips are spread wide. And then as you press into the shoulders, press into the forearms, lifting your chest up, coming into Sphinx Pose. Feeling that front belly stretch. Relaxing the feet, not having to force anything. Maybe closing the eyes here, really focusing on your breath and how the stretch feels in your body. Exhale, coming down, bringing your crown of your head towards the top of your palms. Bending the knees and then windshield wipering the legs back and forth, side to side. When you're ready, making your way up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed or soft, heavy gaze. Here in the stillness for a moment, taking these next few moments to tap into how we're feeling right in this moment. How that movement made you feel, how your mind feels, if it's any different from the beginning of practice. And notice how strong you feel. You got through it. You showed up for yourself. Bring all of those thoughts to mind as we just meditate on those for the next few moments in silence. Bringing your hands to heart center. You're bowing the head as a gesture of gratitude. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today, putting yourself first. We tend to stray away from that in our busy lives, thinking that taking time for ourselves is selfish. We're not needed. We need to be helping everybody else, but you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to fill yourself up in order to be of service to everybody else in your life, your job, your husband, your kids, your friends, whatever it is. Even if it's 20 minutes, take that time for yourself. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me today. If you enjoyed this video, would like to see more from me, subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, do all the things. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.